If you're a landlord and you haven't done this one thing by the 31st of May, you could be facing a fine of up to £7,000. And honestly, it takes about 5 minutes to do, but could easily lose you 2 years of profits if it's not done. The 1st of May 2026, a date we're all familiar with.
The Renters' Rights Act, said to be the biggest shake-up in the letting industry for a generation, has become law.
When the Renters' Rights Act officially comes into force. That means new rules, new rights, and a very different way that tenancies are now going to work. But buried in all of that is one specific legal obligation that a lot of landlords could potentially be missing. You are required to provide your tenants with an official government information sheet. The deadline to do that, the 31st of May 2026, and that's not something that's optional, it's law. Quick one before we get into it. My name's Remy, I'm 30. I've got 2 buy-to-let properties. I'm in the process of buying another at the minute, and I also want to try and buy one later this year as well. I'll document everything on this channel, the wins, the mistakes, the things I wish someone had told me. But right, let's get into what this information sheet is, how to serve it, and what you need to watch out for. So what actually is this information sheet? So it's a 4-page government document that outlines the key changes under the Renters' Rights Act. So the move from a shorthold tenancies, fixed term contracts, to assured periodic tenancies. So a rolling contract where a tenant can leave at any time. New rules around rent increases, being limited to once a year, the grounds on which a tenancy can legally be brought to an end. So things like selling the property, rent arrears. Also, a change in process if a tenant wants to keep a pet there as well. But your tenants need to know this, and now you're legally required to tell them in the form of this document. Now, how do you actually serve it? So the document must be downloaded directly from the government website, and where a lot of people are going to get caught out is you can't send a link. You have to send the actual PDF itself. So don't edit it, alter it, brand it, personalize it in any way. It needs to go exactly as it is. You can deliver it in print, so you can post it, get proof of postage, hand it over in person, have them sign something to say that they've received it, or you can just send it electronically as a PDF attachment to an email. But however you send it, of course, keep your evidence. Personally, I've sent mine by email with the PDF attached. A lot of providers will let you put read receipts on, so you'll get a notification once the email's been read, but mine wasn't one of them, which was great. I also sent mine over WhatsApp, and that does give you read receipts, but all I'd say is save whatever evidence you can, because in situations where things go wrong, a paper trail is going to matter. Couple of side points: it needs to go to each individual tenant named on the tenancy agreement. So 2 tenants means 2 emails, 2 letters. If you have a letting agent manage your property as well, they're legally required to serve it, but I'd never rely on it. I'd do it yourself. Or as a minimum, get written confirmation to say it's been done, but I wouldn't know the legal standing on that all. Because historically, landlords have been held responsible for their agents' mistakes. So again, that's why I'd play it safe and do it myself. If you have a tenant on an oral agreement, so nothing written, no formal tenancy in place, you'll also need to serve a written statement of terms. From the 1st of May, for setting up new contracts as well, stop using old shorthold tenancy agreements for it. They'll no longer be valid. Keep using them, and you guessed it, you could be facing fines of up to £7,000. It keeps coming back to that number, because in reality, that's what could happen if you get this wrong. Look, a lot of these changes are genuinely positive for tenants, and there's a fair argument for that, but there's no getting around the fact that being a landlord, it keeps getting more complicated. So my question to you is this going to push landlords out of the market, or is it just going to push out the ones who aren't keeping up? But drop your thoughts down in the comments. I'll be really intrigued to hear what you think. I read every single one as well. If this was useful, a like genuinely helps the channel more than you'd think. It would mean the world to me. Hit subscribe if you want to follow along with the journey, my property investing, buy-to-let journey. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.